Who doesn't like a good story of somebody else making a mistake, buying the wrong thing or buying it at the wrong time? I can tell these stories all day long. How much time do we have? So this week, 3 people asked me what the worst gold coin I've ever purchased was. Now, the way the question was asked, it was a little bit different in each case, but the general idea was, what have I bought that turned out to be a mistake? I have thought about this one a little bit, and there are some easy answers. I mean, I've bought 2 fake Krugerrands off of eBay, but those were easy to spot. I got my money back, and I've kind of just marked them up to a learning experience. I also have some, I guess, misleading answers, since some of my favorite coins really don't make sense from a cost perspective, but I'd buy them again tomorrow with no qualms. So I'm just going to go through a few of my actual mistakes. And I'm not saying that I wouldn't repeat those mistakes again, but I can tell you which of them actually stung, and then I'll give a takeaway somewhere near the end of this thing and let you know where the real mistakes came in. So the first coin that comes to mind, Exhibit 1, is this 2021 American Liberty High Relief Gold coin. This is the Mustang. And maybe I've already given this away because I still have the coin, but I like it. I like it a lot. And the reason that I would say it's in the running for worst gold coin that I've purchased is simply that it cost $2,715, which at the time was a 50% premium. And I know from experience that these coins don't always hold their value. I picked up a pristine 2017 Liberty at my local coin shop for 6% over spot. Now back to the Mustang with a mintage of 12,500. It just really isn't particularly rare, and the US Mint, they just kind of phoned in the reverse. I'm not really a fan. The Mint also shipped these out with pretty lazy QA. Most of the coins, they have uneven rims, some have finning. It's like what we see on the gold buffaloes, and I kind of give them a pass there, but these Liberty coins are really supposed to showcase what the Mint can do. And with those uneven rims and sometimes the finning, I'm surprised the Mint thinks that's okay. I'm surprised they ship them out, but it probably has something to do with the fact that people are just lined up to buy their products, inconsistency and all. This particular coin, well, it came out okay, only minor rim inconsistencies. And at the end of the day, it's still one of my favorite coins visually. So I don't know how I could call that a mistake. I probably couldn't defend the purchase logically, but I don't regret it at all. And I think that that's probably enough. Now, the next gold coin that comes to mind has really nothing to do with the coin itself and everything to do with timing. I bought this 2020 BU American Gold Buffalo in August of that year, and this was the first bullion coin that I spent more than $2,000 on. Spot price was in the 1900s, and premium put it over that $2,000 mark. Even though I don't regret having another Buffalo, I felt like it was bad timing then, and I don't feel smart about it today. I do, though, have more than one of these, and my average cost on all of them together is quite a bit lower than that $2,000. So even though this one purchase still holds my record for the most I've ever spent on a standard bullion coin, I'm still having trouble feeling bad about it. I guess you win some, you lose some, and even though I lost on this one, it's still a Buffalo. If you're enjoying the story of me overspending for precious metals, this next one, well, it beats them all, and really by a huge margin. An Athenian Owl tetradrachm has about 17 grams of silver. It also has a lot of really great history, but with a purchase price of about $1,500, we're looking at a 1,000% premium. You can get a decent specimen, one of these coins, for maybe $600 or $700, but since I didn't have any past experience with the coins, I wanted one that somebody else could confirm. Someone else could say, this is a great coin, not just for authenticity, but for quality. Now, I went a little bit crazy. I grabbed one that had been graded. It had been graded 4 out of 5 surface and 5 out of 5 strike. That's a MS rating, and I paid for it. There is definitely no way that I can justify this one. Right now, it's sitting in a drawer typically, but since I'm planning to pick up a few ancient coins, I don't want to end up buying one and then wishing that I would have paid more initially and then searching for a nicer one. It's a little bit like throwing good money after bad, since these are hard to sell. You don't just take them to a random local shop and get what they're worth. You're probably holding on to them for a long time, maybe handing them down, but I knew that going in. Now, those might seem like random choices, but I think that they cover the different types of typical traps that you run into when buying gold coins. You either pay too much for a fad coin, you pay too much because you aren't patient, or you go wild on numismatics. And I think that really anything else I could show would probably come off more as a humble brag than a potential worst purchase. Now, I've paid too much for coins before, and some of them have clearly appreciated, some haven't, but I think the only coins that I've actually regretted buying are long gone by now. They're coins that I've already sold or traded. I don't even have a clear winner on the coins that I've gotten rid of. I've had the most trouble selling 20 francs roosters. I've mentioned that before. I've ended up deciding against keeping Krugerrands and Philharmonics for no good reason. They're great coins. And I've probably overspent the most buying small gold bars for Christmas gifts. But the roosters, they were cheap when I bought them. The Krugs and the Philharmonics were easy to trade. And the gifts were never intended to bring my cost average down. So I think the takeaway is that if you're asking what gold purchases ended up being regrettable, well, I might be the wrong person to ask. It's usually pretty easy to fix a mistake as far as I'm concerned. You might lose some premium in the swap, but gold doesn't depreciate the way most other purchases do. It's not like buying a boat. I think the mistakes are made more on timing than on choosing. You can lose plenty of money buying high and selling low, but I have yet to lose money because I picked a coin that I ended up not liking. And that seems like a pretty good place to stop, since it's hard for me to say any one of my mistakes is notably worse than the rest. I guess maybe I have too many. Anyway, let us know in the comments what coins you regret purchasing, and then tell us why you chose Scrooge McDuck. Just kidding. Maybe it was Homer Simpson. Anyway, let us know if you have a least favorite. And then while you're in the comments, be sure to hit the like button if you found any of this interesting. Be sure you're subscribed with notifications turned on if you'd like to see more on the topic. And if you're still here, thanks again for watching. I always appreciate your time. Take care.